what's going on? This is Sergio from Surge Fit, Weight Loss and Personal Training. And today I'm going to give you 3 things to avoid starting off as a personal trainer. Today, I want to talk to you guys on a couple things that you should definitely steer from when you're just getting into a career or you're really trying to build this craft as personal trainers. If you're new to the channel, I'm a 10-year experienced personal trainer. In the last 6 years, I have been independent, working for myself and in my own facility and writing my own checks, which is my goal for everybody here, to make their own money, schedule their own time, and be in charge of their life. And that's the goal. So today I want to go over to the board here, and the first thing we're going to talk about is avoid juggling careers. And what I mean by this is, I see it all the time. In the beginning, you'll see clients, or trainers I should say, start off in the training career and they're juggling, they're in another job, or they're working as a server, or they're working for this company and then they're training part-time on the side at night or in the morning. In the beginning, that's fine. I understand if you're just transitioning into the career, but what happens is over time I see people start to lose a couple clients and then jump back into that career where maybe it's a cash job like serving, and just to chase the money, as opposed to taking that time to build your craft, also build your business, and really go through the valleys, because that's when you really can grow as a trainer. If you're juggling your career, if you're juggling careers, then you're not going to go all in. You're not going to really try to develop yourself as a trainer and really push yourself to the next level. And the times that you're going to make another $100, $150 just for that day, you could really be developing yourself in your craft in terms of things you could learn for training, in terms of ways to do new marketing strategies, but really investing your time to grow, all right? Because, it's all about branching off from the global gym and getting into an independent style of training. And if you want to work for yourself, it's nonstop growth. And there is some peaks, there is some valleys, but doesn't mean you want to pull out and just go chase a couple dollars just because you're not having the clientele at the time. So the best trainers I have seen always stick to their guns, continue to grow, and stay and really focus on building their craft. Okay, the money will come as you get better with all your training techniques, with all your knowledge, with relationship building with clients. Clients come. People feel it. People feel that energy. So avoid juggling careers. If you got to do it in the beginning, I understand you got to pay ends meet. But if you're passionate about this, like most of us trainers are, if you're passionate about helping people, stick to your guns, guys, and just stay at it. And I guarantee you will be able to create a sustainable career with this training. The money's out there. There's plenty of opportunities now, especially online, in gyms, independently, group training. There's so many facets of it. So avoid. That's step number 1, is make sure that you avoid and focus in and really hone in on your craft to develop yourself in this training game, because there's a plentiful amount of opportunity out there. All right, let's go to number 2 here. Number 2 is, this happens sometimes with some experienced trainers, focusing too much on yourself, or vice versa, losing yourself for the clients. And what I mean by that is, after you get into the training game a lot of guys will start developing yourself and going into maybe a specific type of competitions that you want to do with physiques or Spartan shows or things like that, which is excellent, or sports, flag football, different types of skills or sports that we all have, because we're all passionate about exercise and movement. But what I see sometimes is you start to lose the focus of your business because you're focusing too much on yourself. You're too much on your time, your schedule, as far as developing your little skill that you're trying to go for. And what happens is the business will start to break down. You got to understand, if you're searching to be independent, working for yourself, business is always number 1. You have to have that organized, and there has to be a balance. Okay? So I'm not saying don't go out and strive for these specific competitions that you want to do, because that's excellent. It keeps you on your toes. You get to learn new things, and you get to put yourself through these different trials and to develop new thresholds. Then you can bring it back and teach your clients. But don't lose yourself. Don't lose your business and start focusing too much on that. It happens a lot. with the competitions, with the physique shows and things like that. But so keep that balance. And the same can go for the opposite side, for the vice versa. Burning yourself out and focusing too much on the clients and losing the focus on training, eating healthy, getting your rest, which is just as important, because we are living that lifestyle. We are embodying what these clients are striving for. So if you start to lose yourself, I've seen this with multiple trainers, you're just cramming in sessions, 10, 15, 20 sessions, especially if you're in a commercial gym setting where you have to cram the sessions in because the rate's not as great as when you work for yourself. You start to lose your own healthy lifestyle. And that's a big problem, because one, you're going to get obviously unhealthy and not be the physical conditioning look that people want to see, that aesthetic look. So it's attraction for new clients for the marketing aspect. But number two, your health, which is more important. Everything is going to fall. And three, you get burnt out. You stop enjoying the career, which I've seen it before. And that happens a lot in these commercial gyms. I've even been to that point before where you're just trying to push in so many clients to get that money up, to build your revenue up. So that check is a lot fatter than what it is normally. And you start to burn yourself out, and you really lose yourself. So make sure the main thing I want to touch on here is to have balance. All right, put the emphasis on building your business, building your career. Time for that. Make time for your own specific training and your own goals. But you got to have balance. Don't put too much time into your own skill, your own little competitions that you're trying to do on the side, hobbies, I should say, and don't lose yourself with these clients. Find that balance. This happens a lot in the training game. All right. Also, number three, from a business standpoint, and there's more than three, but these are three that came to me. Not putting your clients on monthly payments or monthly EFT payments. All right. A lot of times, the cash is good, and you might even hear, I've heard trainers say, well, you're trying to cut from paying taxes and things like that, so you just take cash. Or people sometimes, mistakes that I would make in the beginning is clients would, for the week, they pay for just the day when they show up, or they pay for the week when they show up. That's a big, big problem. At the least, these clients, you need to come up with a plan for how many times you're going to train that month, and they need to pay the month ahead. What that's going to do is, one, it's going to sustain your schedule. Two, you're actually going to be able to build some longevity in the business. If you can have them pay monthly, or have them set up on an EFT through like a Stripe, or through multiple other merchant services that are out there, where you're pulling the money out monthly, all right? Then you don't have to go and resell them, because what happens is with the training is that every time the month comes around again, you got to resell them. Hey, you ready to sign up again with the 10 packages? And it's like, hey, you ready to, and it's a constant resale or re-questioning, which is so annoying. Who likes asking for money? All right. So it's very important from the beginning. Set your structure up. They need to be paying at the minimum, writing checks monthly on the same exact date, or withdrawals from their account, or also set up the merchant services where it's an automatic payment monthly, and that's how you'll really be able to sustain. Okay, putting them into a 3, 6, or 12-month program, but where it comes out monthly. All right, so they can commit to the schedule, and because also, clients are going to cancel, and then you're going to have to fill in spots and things like that. Well, they need to pay up front for that service so that you can reschedule them if you want to reschedule them. So that's a big, big problem. Do not take cash on the spot and just pay per session. Once in a while if you want to do that, but your business will be too up and down and not be a sustainable type system, all right? Especially when you're moving into the individual, independent training world, okay? The gyms are so used to, if you get used to getting a check, you just got to go to the computer and log their session in, and then you're getting checks every other week, every 2 weeks, or whatever it is, 1st and the 15th. When you're independent, this is something you got to focus on the operation side. Have your contract set up. Sign up the contracts when you sign them up. Let them know the payment date. Then take their information, put it into a monthly service, and say, hey, it's coming out every month. Even if you have a program where they can cancel monthly, it needs to be coming out every month so you don't have to stress about it. And once you have 10, 15, 20 people on that type of system, it's a good situation, all right? You're not having to go 10, 15, 20 clients, going to them, hey, how many sessions do we have left? Can you sign up now? Or you want to re-sign up? And it gets really confusing, and you start to lose track of the whole system. So for organization purposes, I strongly advise that you do that. It's another problem that I do see happens when you're just starting out. I've made that mistake for sure 6, 7 years ago. So that's something that I've learned. But these are just a few tips that I wanted to bring to you guys as you're starting off into the personal training world, or as you're starting off to go into the independent training world, no matter if you've been in the commercial gyms for multiple years, because it is a little different animal, because you have to start running your own individual business, okay? And the operation side, as well as the tax side, which we'll have to talk about in another video, do get a little confusing moving from a 1099 or a W-2 into an LLC or an S-Corp, all right, where you're actually running your own business. So I hope that these tips were valuable for you and you got something out of it. If you got any more questions, please message me or comment, and I'll be back with you guys soon with more information on personal training and how to take you guys to the next level, get you out of the gyms into the independent world, working for yourself, your time, your money, your schedule. Take care.